show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Something must have changed your mind, but I don't want to know about it. I see it in your cold blue eyes, and we've been dancing all around it. I don't care how much it hurts to lose myself, to make this work. Give my last just to put you first. I can't wait all night, but that won't bring you home. I can't hold you tight and still be all alone. We can live a life and still get by, but that don't make it true. You can't love someone into loving you. You can't love someone into loving you. Stealing kisses at the break of dawn, supposed to feel a whole lot better. It used to be our favorite song, now it's just a broken record. When we say love, it don't mean much. Familiar face, a stranger's touch. I know you're gone, but I can't give up. I can't wait all night, but that won't bring you home. I can't hold you tight and still be all alone. We can live a life and still get by, but that don't make it true. You can't love someone into loving you. You can't love someone into loving you. Holding on to every bit of it, the fireworks and the bitterness, till it all comes undone. I guess that's what you do when you love someone. When you love someone. When you love someone. I can't wait all night, but that won't bring you home. I can't hold you tight and still be all alone. We can live a life and still get by, but that don't make it true. You can't love someone into loving you. You can't love someone into loving you.
They are Honey County, that is. Love Someone right there. And before that, a great tune called Country Strong. We are that, ladies and gentlemen. So strong, we're going to play another one from Honey County. 3 songs in a row tonight. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. Welcome to a Triple Play Thursday edition of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We are KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best by indie artists. And we're going to do 3 songs in a row from every artist on the playlist tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to have a lot of fun interviewing Miss Cindy Hall. We have talked before, and it will be our second interview tonight. That's coming up in about 23 minutes at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I am broadcasting from the live entertainment capital of the world in Branson, Missouri, but we want to thank all of our radio affiliates and syndicated stations that carry the show as well. Great radio stations stations like KUHS Denver, KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com Belgium, itsliferadio.com, radiotheking.be, that is also Belgium, LP Country Radio, WVMIradio.com, itsmycountry.online, live106.5.com. We are also syndicated and simulcasting on Music City Digital Media Network.com. We are simulcasting on our TV channel, IndieCountryTelevision.com, RealRadio.us, and GetMeRadio.com. Now on Get Me Radio, we are currently ranked number 96 out of 2,400 stations, that is, over 2,400 stations. We are number 96, going to number 1, and you guys can help us. Go to GetMeRadio.com, tell Alexa you want to go to Get Me Radio, and when she asks what radio station, tell her you want to listen to KICR Indie Country Radio. We are on Apple, Google, Spotify, everywhere. YouTube, just search KICR Indie Country Radio. Let's get the third song going from Honey County. It is their latest single. It is called Got It From My Mama on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio on Triple Play Thursday.
The dancing queen gave me her crown the day that I turned 17. But she passed down so much more than these vintage Levi's jeans. I came out tougher like my brother, but we're not the only ones. I hold my liquor like my sister, but where do you think we got it from? If you like the way I walk, the way I talk, the hazel in my eyes, the songs I sing, how big I dream, laugh until I cry. Why my heart is on my sleeve and I scream when I hear Madonna. Everything good in me, I got it from my mama. Oh, 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 I got it from my mama. Oh, oh, oh. We got matching tattoos, and when I asked her if it hurt, she laughed and said, honey, it's got nothing on giving birth. From my freckles to my smile and how I have to have the last word. Yeah, if you ask my father, he'd tell you that it's all her. If you like the way I walk, the way I talk, the hazel in my eyes, the songs I sing, how big I dream, laugh until I cry. Why my heart is on my sleeve and I scream when I hear Madonna. Everything good in me, I got it from my mama. Oh, 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 I got it from my mama. Oh, oh, oh. I come from a long line of girls who were so bright. I hope one day when I have a daughter, she'll tell you she got it from her mama. Oh, 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 she got it from her mama. Yeah, if you like the way I walk, the way I talk, the hazel in my eyes, the songs I sing, how big I dream, laugh until I cry. Why my heart is on my sleeve and I scream when I hear Madonna. Everything good in me, everything I'll ever need, I got it from my mama. Oh, 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 I got it from my mama.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of a lightning strike. Sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away, pistons pumping, minds are racing. It's hard to sleep, man, when I'm shaking. Bad news surrounds me, it's always found me creeping up when things are good. Yeah, the dark days find a way. Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of the lightning strike is sometimes the only light. When the moon is tucked away, the camera captures all the things that make us turn from what we see. It's always rolling, it don't stop rolling. I haven't slept in 3 damn days. Yeah, but who needs that anyway? Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of the lightning strike is sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away.
Number 2.
I'm not the devil you think that I am. It ain't no excuse, but I'm just a man. I slipped and I fell, it got out of hand. But I'm not the devil you think that I am. There wasn't no gun held to my head. I got caught up believing in lies that were said, and in a moment of weakness I stumbled and I made my bed. But I'm not the devil you think that I am. There ain't no excuse, but I'm just a man. I slipped and I fell, it got out of hand. And I'm not the devil got out of hand. I'm not the devil you think that I am, and I'll spend forever, do all that I can to prove I'm not the devil you think that I am. I'm not the devil.
His name is Cody Jinks. He is from the great state of Texas. That is called I'm Not the Devil. Before that, Loud and Heavy. And one more coming up to complete his triple play in just a moment. But I want to acknowledge the chat room. We got a live chat room right now on our website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Lots of fine folks that we call family in there right now. I let them in on a little bit of information. Maybe a little secret got out of the bag tonight. But if you like this radio program, get ready, because you're probably going to be liking it twice as much. We're going to be probably adding a couple of more shows to the weekly schedule and going on air 4 times a week. So we'll let you know about that all on social media. I don't want to put it out there right now, but we'll let all the radio affiliates know as well. If you'd like a couple of more shows from yours truly, we will see if we can't get that done. Let's continue this show. How about that? She's All Mine, the third single from Cody Jinks on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Doors open when she smiles. She moves mountains with her mind. And she's all mine. She's all mine. She's that Fort Worth, Texas girl. She's every girl in the world. She's all mine. She's all mine. The devil tells me lies most every night, but I don't wander through the darkness. She's my light. An angel with no disguise. Lord knows I've made her cry, but she's still mine. She's all mine. If it can be done, son, she can. She makes me a better man. She's all mine. She's all mine. The devil tells me lies most every night, but I don't wander through the darkness. She's my light. She might tell you it's not that hard, that's her life. If there's one thing to hold against her, it is I. The devil tells me lies most every night. I don't wander through the darkness. She's my light. She might tell you it's not that hard, that's her life. If there's one thing to hold against her, it is I. Doors open when she smiles. She moves mountains with her mind.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine's. At least once a week, you got a dozen in hand, doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night, one for when sorry wouldn't make it right. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. They'll be yellow when you're coming from the bar across town. That lipstick red we don't talk about. I'm waiting on a bouquet that comes without. One for every white lie that's left your lips. There's one for every broken promise I forgive. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses. I don't know why you and I can't start over when the flowers die. All I need is for you to see they don't mean nothing to me. When there's one for that ring burning on your hand, and one for every wilted second chance. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we don't show it, so we just call them roses. Roses. Yeah, we'll just call them roses.
Song number 2.
An old red Folgers coffee can keeps your money safe. That country crock tub keeps last night's supper saved. Broken in hand-me-down Levi's fit a whole lot better the second time. There ain't much round here that goes to waste. A little weathered, a little worn, don't mean it ain't as good as it was before. Don't toss it out. Someone around here will find use in it. Let the life left in it live a little more. Pass it off, pass it down. All good things come back around. A bit of good advice or the family Bible, it all gets recycled. Well, sister set her wedding date for next spring, and she'll be wearing the dress that Mama wore in '83. She ain't asking for nothing new, her something blue is borrowed too. She's just hoping to get her hands on Mama's recipes. A little weathered, a little worn. Don't mean it ain't as good as it was before. Don't toss it out. Someone around here will find use in it. Let the life left in it live a little more. Pass it off, pass it down. All good things come back around. A bit of good advice on the family Bible. It all gets recycled. How I grew up, it's what you do. Old's worth more than something new. A little weathered, a little worn. Don't mean it ain't as good as it was before. Don't toss it out. Someone around here will find use in it. Let the life left in it live a little more. Pass it off, pass it down. All good things come back around. Old guitars and cowboy boots, clip-on earring heirlooms. A bit of good advice on the family Bible. It all gets recycled. It's gotta get recycled.
That is my good friend May Estes from the state of Arkansas. That is called Recycled. And before that, a great tune called Roses, the first song I ever heard from her, and found her on that great little app called TikTok. So go check her out at May Estes. It's M-A-E is how you spell her first name. And you can follow yours truly on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. I will lead you to some of the best new country music artists making the music that you're hearing tonight on Triple Play Thursday. To get the Triple Play for May Estes, let's play one more. How about her latest single? It is called Hell You Raised on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Mama said you better watch your mouth if you ain't got nothing nice to say. Just bat your eyes and keep it quiet. Loose lips sink ships every day. Don't be coming home late from a night out drinking, sneaking up the back porch stairs. 'Cause there's a 44 laying on the bedside table, and it ain't missed anything yet. Mama tried, but some things just can't be saved. And I know mama's cried, watching her baby girl slip away. I'm not half heathen, there's some reason your pretty little heart's been broken. You know I don't mean to get into the trouble I've come to know. You can take the credit, you can take the blame, but mama, I'm the hell you raised.
That is our good friend Mae Estes again. M-A-E is how you spell her first name. Go check her out, ladies and gentlemen. She is fantastic, and what a great triple play that was. We've got a great artist on the radio tonight that we're going to be interviewing. Her name is Cindy Hall, and how are you?
I am great. I'm just so happy to be here with you. It's always a pleasure to talk with you.
Same here. It's our second radio interview, and I'm sure there will be more. If you keep going in music like you are, you're going to kill it.
Well, it's all been a dream that I never dreamed would happen, and I'm so thankful for everything.
Well, same here. We're thankful to have your music. Yeah, you know, and I told you the last time we did the radio interview, when I read the email that you sent me to set up the interview and your story that is why I do these interviews, so they can hear the stories behind the songs, then I knew that you had to tell your story. So you got started at an early age in Nashville, and you've played with some of the big names in Nashville that people would know. You'll probably tell a few tonight. So kind of tell us how you got started in music.
Well, it was certainly something I loved, you know, my whole young life. And when I turned 21, I decided I was going to move to Nashville and try my luck. And I didn't know anything, but I was willing to give it everything I could. And I was here for about 4 years, and I was blessed. I did a lot. I worked in most of the studios on Music Row. Even if it was just demoing somebody else's song, that was great for me. And I opened shows. For a couple of years, I did the Wheeling Jamboree, and I worked with Hank Williams Jr., Barbara Mandrell, the Oak Ridge Boys. Actually, the Oak Ridge Boys was the first thing I ever did professionally.
Wow.
I won a contest, and that was one of my winnings, was opening for the Oak Ridge Boys in my hometown.
Nice.
And so everything just, it just went by so easily, and because I wasn't a pusher. I mean, I tried to do what I could do, but I didn't try to push my way into anything. And that actually helped me more, I think, than if I had done that. And so many people tried to help me, and that's a great blessing. I have so many wonderful memories of that time.
Awesome.
And I moved back home in 79. I became very ill. I had a pulmonary embolism at 24. And I was planning on coming back, once I got my health back, but it took me 40 years to get back. Yeah. And I came back in 2016, and the blessings just continued. I ran into my first friend I ever made here, and who had gone on to work for many of the stars and had his own recording studio in Nashville on Music Row. And we worked together. We made the CD together, and it was definitely something I think that was meant to be, because I don't think it could have happened any other way.
Nice.
And fate. Fate is a big word for me.
Oh yeah.
But,
and your home,
like I said,
your hometown is Lynchburg, Virginia, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sure is.
Tell us about growing up in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Well, I was raised on a farm outside of Lynchburg, and loved it. I loved the farm life. I worked in the gardens, and I was a real farm girl. And of course, my dad died when I was 10, so my mother was a city girl, so she moved us back to the city. But my dad was a musician, but I never heard him play. He gave up music before I was born, and he had played fiddle for Eddie Arnold. And everybody all through the years after he died would say, "You should have heard your dad play. He was so good." And And then others would say, as long as you're alive, he will never be dead. And because they thought I was so much like him. So, that's probably why the music was such a force with me, because, I was closer to him with that music. And, it was hard for me for a while because, I wanted to hear him play his fiddle. And actually, my brother passed away recently, and before he died, he gave me my dad's fiddle.
Oh, nice.
And I have it with me right now. I'm looking right at it.
Wow.
And finally, a friend of mine played it for me to hear. Mm-hmm. And actually, Ernie Rao, who is my music friend that I've known forever here, we were singing a duet, and this gentleman played the fiddle, and it was probably one of the most profound moments in my life to hear my daddy's fiddle being played while I was singing. Wow. And it brings me to tears even now. I shouldn't have even talked about it, I guess, but it really meant a lot.
That is really neat. Now, you've got a song here called Nashville 1975. You were kind of just getting started at that time in the world of country music, but you were hanging out with some of the heavy hitters in Nashville at that time. And, now they call that classic country music. So your music has a great classic country sound, even though some of the stuff that you've done is pretty new. And we're an indie country station, so we're all about new music. So we're kind of living in the best of both worlds when we play Cindy Hall's music.
Putting the two together. Yeah,
I love it.
That was definitely my life, right down to my money in my boots. So every time I hear it, I think back about those days and how lucky I was.
Yeah.
And, and you don't have to always make it to feel like you've made it. For me, coming from a small town, not knowing anybody and, walking into Nashville even then was a big city for me. And I may not have had good sense, but I did have courage. Yeah. And I just tried to do the best I could do. And, I found a job working in the day, and then I would sing in the really mostly studios. I never really was much on singing in the clubs. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it, but it wasn't that big of a deal for me. Singing in those studios was the most fun for me. Okay. And I guess because I was so shy. That I remember the first time I got into the recording studio, I had written a couple of songs, and Tommy Overstreet published them and put me in the studio to record one of them, and then one of his band members recorded the other one. And I was like a kid at Christmas. It was my, first time in a studio, and I was scared. I was so scared, but I did it, and it turned out great. Just, a real dream.
Awesome.
I've had so many dreams come true. Yep. I could never complain about a thing.
I love your music, and we're going to play 3 songs from you tonight, so the folks are really going to get a good feel of how good you sing. But I want to ask you this too now. A lot of the artists are so glad that COVID is, it's not over by any means. We're not going to say that, but, things have loosened up and you asked me that off the air, how are things coming back here in Branson, as far as show performances, they are coming back, and it's great to see that. But how about you as far as performing live in front of a crowd? Was that something that you've always been nervous about since you're so shy and mainly being in the studio making music?
Yes, I was always scared. But once I could get that first couple of words out, it was okay. Mm-hmm. Everything was okay. And the musicians here are so wonderful that I've never been scared about what they were going to do. I knew they were going to do right. I was more scared about what I was going to do. Just remembering words. And now that I've gotten a little older, that's still a fear for me, because you want to, every time you get up in front of anybody, you want to do the best that you can for them.
Yeah.
And if you can just touch one person's heart, and you can tell it. You can tell it by the look on their face. You know, that's everything to me. I feel like at my age and at this point in life, I just want to do something that will touch somebody.
Well, you definitely do that with me, and that's why I wanted to have you back. And when I made a statement that I was looking to book some more August interviews, you were the first person to hit me up, and we booked the first Thursday night in August. You got it tonight exclusively.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad, because I really enjoy talking with you.
Well, thank you very much, and I enjoy talking with you as well. Let me ask you this now. Maybe you've already done it. What would Cindy Hall's dream gig be if you could perform with any artist living or who has passed, or do a duet with anybody living or who has passed? Who would some names be?
Well, my duet partner, Ernie Rao, that was a long-time dream for me. He worked for George Jones in the 70s, and I would listen to him sing and be sitting in the audience and say, well, I wish I could sing with that guy. I know our voices would blend. And so that's been a big dream for me. As far as, any stars, I've always loved Vince Gill greatly, and would love to sing a duet with Vince.
Nice. I believe he hosted the CMA Awards 13 years in a row, and Brad and Carrie almost caught him. So, yep, he's a great show host too, and I pay a lot of attention to that.
Yes, absolutely.
That's good stuff.
I think he's a very good-hearted person, and boy, he knows how to deliver a song and touch hearts. Yeah. And really and truly, I have loved duets more than singing by myself my whole life. I have just loved duets. Now, I have sung with Phil Vassar, who is from my hometown, and I feel very blessed because I love Phil, and I think he's so talented. So that's been another gift to me.
Yep. Nice. That is cool. I did a classic country show up until about a month ago, and then my schedule changed. The gentleman that I was doing the show with, his schedule changed on some things, so we kind of give that up. But I love some Phil Vassar. I had Vince Gill going too, and boy, the classics, I love them. And like I said, your music is so traditional sounding, it sounds classic.
Wow. And I appreciate that, because I've always been, I am what I am, and I'll give you the best of me, but I can't change myself to please others. I just have to be what I am.
Yep. And I've told that to many artists, be yourself, because that's who we want to hear. I might say, and you might have heard it, that you sound maybe a little bit like this artist or this artist, but we want you to sound like you and be unique, and that's what folks want to hear on the radio, is somebody that doesn't sound like anybody else. So. And
if you're true to yourself, then you can be true to everybody else.
Absolutely. Well, let's play your song, Nashville 1975, and then we're going to play two more, but I'm going to come back and surprise everybody, because I don't play a lot of cover songs, but you did a great duet on a cover song called Golden Ring that I know George Jones and Tammy Wynette did together originally, and we're going to get to hear your version of it tonight. But let's play Cindy Hall's Nashville 1975 first, then we'll come back and talk some more on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Big dreams on a Greyhound bus, leaving home needing lots of luck. Was a different day for a scared young girl. Had to find her way in a brand new world. Hit the pavement fast, money in her boots, looking for a place she could sing her tunes, working hard all day. just to sing at night. That was Nashville, 1975. She dreamed of singing on Ralph Emery's morning show, and a record deal down on Music Row. Country music was still country, Roy Acuff was still alive. That was Nashville, 1975. She sang in lots of studios for songwriters she got to know. She sang them well and learned them fast. She saved them time, that saved them cash. Possum Holler was the place to be. The Jones Boys were the band to see. Writing letters home, she tried so hard to describe. Nashville, 1975. She dreamed of singing on that Grand Ole Opry show, and a record deal down on Music Row. Country music was still country, the king was still alive. That was Nashville, 1975. Then she got so tired of being alone, she longed for family and home. Everything she had, she packed up and got back on that Greyhound bus. She dreamed of singing on Ralph Emery's morning show, and a record deal down on Music Row. Country music was still country, but her dream had all but died. Back in Nashville, 1975. Nashville, 1975.
Nashville 1975. That is Cindy Hall right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. Great song, Cindy, and it does have a great traditional sound, and they are loving it in the chat room as well.
Oh, great. I'm so happy.
We are going to play another great song that's actually a duet that was originally done by George Jones and Tammy Wynette. And when I was off the air talking to you, I just got sent to me this week a duet by Georgette Jones and another gentleman from the UK that I'm going to debut tomorrow night on our program.
Oh, that is awesome. That's awesome.
You know, and
I know that's a great song.
That's right. And you know, family runs deep a lot of times in the world of country music. And Georgette Jones, the daughter of George Jones, is a great country music artist in her own right as well.
Yes, absolutely.
That we've
that's
got
so wonderful to see that the tradition carries on.
Yep. We've got my vice president in the chat room, Don Schwartz from Nashville, Tennessee, and he works with a young lady that I play on the radio, and I'll probably do a triple play of her a little bit later on tonight too. That is the daughter of Garth Brooks. Her name is Allie Colleen.
Oh, wow.
So
I know she's got to be good.
Oh, yeah, she's good. And, you know, but she's not riding Daddy's coattails in the world of country music. She's doing this thing on her own, and she doesn't even like the song Friends in Low Places. I heard her say that in a statement. So, you know, she's
I love
totally her
Garth,
own person. Oh, I do too.
The Dance is my Garth Brooks song.
Yep.
I just love that.
Garth Brooks will be in Kansas City, Missouri this Saturday night, just north of me, performing at Arrowhead Stadium, where my favorite football team plays football, the Kansas City Chiefs, this weekend.
Oh, wow.
So,
I would love to see him in person. My sister says that his concert is the best concert she's ever seen.
Oh, I bet you he is awesome to see live in person. I saw him a long time ago on an HBO special filmed live. Actually, they did it live at Central Park in New York City, and it was fantastic.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. I mean, he has so much charisma, and his songs, Garth Brooks, George Strait. I mean, there's so many that have just made our lives so much better with the music that they give us.
No doubt. Let me ask you about the next song I'm going to play. What made you want to do a duet based on a song by Tammy Wynette and George Jones called Golden Ring?
Well, Tammy, I always loved Tammy from day one. I thought if anybody sings from their heart, it's Tammy Wynette. I mean, she just knows how to deliver a song, and so does George. And the two of them together were magic, as far as I'm concerned. Yep. And I know a lot of people feel that way. Mm-hmm. My duet partner actually worked for George Jones. He was his band leader when I came to Nashville in 1975. He was the first person I met in Nashville. And George Jones and the Jones Boys, and there was a club in Nashville called Possum Holler. It was the best nightclub ever, and I wasn't a nightclub person, but I loved Possum Holler. You never knew who would show up. They even had a section, a special section just for the famous folks that came in. And it was just so exciting. But Ernie is one of those singers like George. Once you've heard him, you don't forget his voice, and, right. All through the years, I just, that's something I really admire. And, of course, when we met again after 40 years, we talked about recording. In fact, I recorded my CD in his studio at Funhouse Studios. It's on Music Row in Nashville. Great studio, great musicians. And I said, I would really love to do Golden Rings. And, of course, he was okay with that. And so we did it. And, it's that was another dream come true. To me, to sing a George and Tammy song is there's nothing better.
Yeah, and I'm going to play it here in just a moment. You knocked it out of the park. I went back and listened to some of your stuff tonight, getting ready for this interview, kind of deciding what I'd like to hear, and then I always let the artist pick, but I'll make a couple of suggestions.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you letting me play it tonight. Tell us, before we let you go, and time has slipped away from us, but 30 minutes goes by fast, where can we find you on social media? I've been looking at your website tonight.
Well, I do have a website. It's Cindy Hall Music, and of course, all my music is on there, and a little bit about me, and of course, I'm on Facebook, Cindy Hall too. So, yep. Cindy Hall. Mm-hmm. And I love to talk with people. I love to, hear what they have to say, good or bad, because sometimes you need that critique both ways.
Yep, absolutely.
To make you do better.
We talked about that. You listened to me introduce the song while you were listening to me on the radio. We were talking off the air, and when you've been doing this for a while, you've kind of honed your craft, don't you? And you just get better and better at what you do.
You sure try.
Yep, absolutely. That's all we can do, and we appreciate you being on the program tonight. It has been a pleasure talking to you again.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. You make it so easy. I just enjoy this so much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate having you on the program. Come back anytime, will you?
Okay, I sure will.
All right. We're going to play Golden Ring, and then I'm going to, off the air, let you pick the third song for your triple play. And we'll play that to open up hour number 2 with Cindy Hall, KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a triple play Thursday.
In a pawn shop in Chicago on a sunny summer day, a couple gazes at the wedding rings there on display.
She smiles and nods her head as he says, honey, that's for you. It's not much, but it's the best that I can do.
Golden ring with one tiny little stone waiting there for someone to take it home by itself. It's just a cold metallic thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. In a little wedding chapel later on that afternoon, an old upright piano plays that old familiar tune.
Tears roll down her cheeks, happy thoughts run through her head as he whispers low, with this ring I thee wed.
Golden ring with one tiny little stone shining ring. Now at last it's found a home by itself. It's just a cold metallic thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. In a small 2-room apartment, as they fight their final round, he says, you won't admit it, but I know you're leaving town.
She says, one thing's for certain, I don't love you anymore, and throws down the ring as she walks out the door.
Golden ring with one tiny little stone cast aside, like the love that's dead and gone by itself. It's just a cold metallic thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. In a pawn shop in Chicago on a sunny summer day, a couple gazes at the wedding rings there on display. Golden ring.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
As the music plays across the crowded room, all the lights turn low, her heart begins to swoon.
He sings her favorite song, and the world stands still. She twirls round and round. She loves the way she feels. And
Every night he sings, and every night she dances. They're both too shy for taking any chances, so they go home alone and dream of sweet romances. Every night it sings, and every night she dances.
he longs to hold her tight with looks into his eyes. She needs his warm embrace.
The men all try their hand at making her their own. She only sees his smile, she only hears his song. Every night he sings, and every night she dances. They're both too shy for taking any chances, so they go home alone and dream of sweet romances. Every night he sings, and every night she dances.
She prays the moon and stars will shine their light on love.
He walks right off that stage, holding his hand out for hers. Now every night he sings, and every night she dances. Where they once were shy, now they're taking chances. They don't go home alone, they're sharing sweet romances. Every night he sings, and every night she dances. Every night he sings, and every night she dances.
That is Cindy Hall with Ernie Rao on KICR Indie Country Radio. He sings She Dances right here. And welcome to hour number 2 of the show. And we had a great radio interview for sure. We just hung up on the phone. Cindy Hall can talk, and I can too. So you get 2 of those together. I don't know. I told her, he sings, she dances. We could do one, he talks, she sings. We could write our own version of that one. Welcome to the show, though. And hour number 2, getting ready to kick off with more of the best in new country on Triple Play Thursday. Let's do it with my good friend from Georgia. How about some Adam Grant? This is called Mississippi Rain on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Her mind was made up. I guess she finally had enough. She's moving on. On the bus and leaving town, I couldn't turn her heart around. She's good as gone. Moving on like a hurricane in the Mississippi rain. Took a job in Tennessee, half a world away from me. Guess I'll be moving on. Like a storm out in the sea, the winds of change are killing me. I'm good as gone. Moving on like a hurricane, Mississippi rain. This lonely town won't ever be the same. Not after going through a hurricane. Mississippi rain. Mississippi rain. Mississippi rain, Mississippi rain, Mississippi rain.
Song number 2.
Well, I've been stomped by bulls, damn near lost my cool. Well, I don't need no sympathy, all night riding intensely. Come on, this misery in Texas gonna take its toll, send me on my way. Well, I've been somewhat cheated, just a little bit mistreated. I've been up and down, round and round tonight. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. To kill the pain and sorrow of a rodeo, I just can't call mine. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I get to Tulsa, there won't be no do-si-do. And I can't dance on Friday. Doctor says I've got to take it slow. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. To kill the pain and sorrow of a rodeo, I just can't call mine. So when I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind.
There is a perfect example of why I want to do Triple Play Thursday. A great ballad in Mississippi Rain. We get you chair dancing in our chat room even with Women, Whiskey, and Drinking from Adam Grant. And then we're going to bring you back down again for the third song from Adam Grant. It is called Let Her Hurt on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a Triple Play Thursday.
Somebody else fix his heart, the same one you've torn all apart. Now you're sad, 'cause you did me wrong. You just don't realize what you have until it's gone. But in my mind, I take her back, but I've got to be stronger than that. Though this flame still burns, I'll let her hurt, I'll let her cry, I'll let her feel what it's like to hear the words goodbye. I'll let her tears pour down like rain. She can deal with the lonely, she can deal with the pain she's put me through. When she turned cold, she left my heart full of empty, with nothing else to hold. In my mind, I still want her back, but I've got to be stronger than that. This old flame still burns. I'll let her hurt, those days have been gone for a while. Oh, what a fool that I've been, afraid of starting all over again. So this time there's no turning back, 'cause my heart just can't handle that. This old flame still burns. I'll let her hurt, I'll let her hurt.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Searching for love's like a needle in a haystack. Once in a lifetime, a lifelong dream. Searching for love's like a needle in a haystack. Once in a lifetime, a lifelong dream. Hoping for a keeper in an ocean of throwback. Searching for love is like a needle in a haystack.
Song number 2.
You're pulling in my drum again at the door, hovering, thinking that you're gonna change my mind. I can't unhear those hateful words. No girl deserves you. Said I'm sir, and they're enough to make Chuck Norris cry. You might be sorry, but there ain't a snowball's chance. If you want me back, you're gonna have to have a time machine. Rewind and change the past, take back the words you didn't mean. A time machine. The only future you're gonna have is one that's without me, unless you got a time machine. You say that you're a better man, but you'll need a DeLorean to prove it ain't just deja vu again. I'm yours if you erase the hurt, spin the earth into reverse, but we both know you ain't no Superman. We had it good, so way to go, Einstein. Guess it's goodbye, 'cause I ain't got the time, and you ain't got the time machine. Rewind and change the past, take back the words you didn't mean. A time machine. The only future you're gonna have is one that's without me, unless you got a time machine. I know you had a plan to come back and be my man. The only way you can is if you got a time machine. Rewind and change the past, take back the words you didn't mean. A time machine. The only future you're gonna have is one that's without me, unless you got a time machine. You better have a time machine. You ain't got a time machine. Whoa, 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 time machine.
How about the harmonies on those young ladies? There are 3 of them, and they call themselves Sweet Tea Trio. That is called Time Machine, and before that, Needle in a Haystack. Don Swartz, my vice president in Nashville, knew who those young ladies were. I just discovered them this week. They are good enough, and the best goes on this program, so yeah, they're going to get a triple play this week. Hey, you don't need to find us like a needle in a haystack. We are everywhere. All you got to do is search KICR Indie Country Radio. You'll see all the different formats that we play on, and I'm surprised by that sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. We are on a lot of cool formats. You can check us out on Roku TV. Just search KICR Indie Country Radio, iHeartRadio in the podcast section. A lot of things like that. Spotify, just everywhere. Fire Stick TV from Amazon. Search KICR Indie Country Radio. Let's do one more from Sweet Tea Trio. It is called Rebel Romance on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I was so close, standing on the ledge. My heart was hanging by a thread, and you were the edge. I dropped to the bottom of the muddy water. I closed my eyes and held my breath, praying and hoping for the best. Didn't worry about the rest. No room for regrets when you're free falling. I had to take a chance on this rebel romance. He loves me like a child, and he fights like a man for me. Double bubble sliding across
country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Ain't got no inheritance, ain't got no money to burn, ain't got no offshore bankers waiting on calls from my investment firm. I'm a working man, that's the life I have. At the end of the day, I got a woman who loves me for who I am. Maybe there's something better, maybe I'll find it in time, but I'm not gonna worry or be in a hurry, 'cause I know I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Ain't got no tropical trees, ain't got no white sand beach, ain't got no 5-star view of the harbor lights from my hotel suite, but I'm no horseshoe king here in my neighborhood. When I'm on a roll, there ain't no one can touch me, I'm just that good. Maybe there's something better, maybe I'll find it in time, but I'm not gonna worry or be in a hurry, 'cause I know I'm doing alright. Sometimes all I really wanna do is turn the radio on while me and my baby go cruising down the back roads in my old truck. Maybe there's something better, maybe I'll find it in time, but I'm not gonna worry or be in a hurry, 'cause I know I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Song number 2.
She stretched her long legs out of her rented Monte Carlo in the parking lot behind the Paradise Bar and Grill. She was all dressed up for trouble in a tight skirt, open blouse, and black high heels. He was sitting in the shadows, knocking back some whiskey shooters, had his wedding band off in a brand new pack of smokes. He was looking to close a deal with a high-heeled sales girl from the coast. Everybody takes a wrong turn sometimes. We all make our fair share of mistakes. Sweet temptation, it'll draw you in. When you lose control, it's like a runaway train. Don't it all feel so good when you know you're on the road? But anything can happen when you're flying high and aiming low. They were getting kinda cozy at a table in the corner. He was warming her up like a pork chop on the stove. She was drinking her purple passion, laughing out loud at all his dirty jokes. Yeah, that's when in came a hooded stranger, dark sunglasses on to hide her face. He never saw the good wife coming till he saw the bad end of that snub-nosed 38. Everybody takes a wrong turn sometimes. We all make our fair share of mistakes. Sweet temptation, it'll draw you in. When you lose control, it's like a ride on a runaway train. Don't it all feel so good when you know you're on a roll? But anything can happen when you're flying high and aiming low. There was food, booze, and bullets flying through the air. People crawling under tables and falling over chairs. He crashed through the bathroom door, moving like a runaway truck. He was halfway out the window when he got stuck. Don't it all feel so good when you know you're on a roll? But anything can happen when you're flying high and aiming low. Yeah, anything can happen when you're flying high and aiming low. You're aiming
Warming her up like a pork chop on the stove. That was in the lyrics of that song. Now I'm hungry, ladies and gentlemen. That is Danny Terrell from Springfield, Missouri, just north of where I'm broadcasting from in Branson, Missouri. That is called Flying High and Aiming Low. Before that, a great song called Doing All Right. You can check out the video to this next song on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. It is called Middle of Nowhere from Danny Terrell, KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Triple Play Thursday.
living on this dead-end street. Nothing much in this town to see anymore, but I still hang around. It takes an hour to get to work. Nothing left around here but dirt and farms that are falling down. Sometimes when I sit outside, I'll see an old truck driving by, a bucket of rust and a cloud of dust. Seems like only yesterday this little town was a different place, a life I loved, not quite so tough. We had streamers down on Main Street, marching bands and rodeo queens. All the flags would fly on the 4th of July. From New Year's Eve and Christmas lights to fireworks lighting up the summer night, you saw everyone you knew. It was a good life. You can still feel it in the air, even way out here in the middle of nowhere. Back when I was just a kid, this old town felt like it was the center of the universe. And people came from miles around. Everything you needed was found in those little stores, and cars lined the curves. But then changes came to my hometown. The high school burned to the ground. Who could have seen we'd lose the factory? Farms got sold and folks moved on, and the stores shut down one by one. But there's people like me that found it hard to leave, 'cause we had streamers down on Main Street, marching bands and rodeo queens. All the flags would fly on the 4th of July. From New Year's Eve and Christmas lights to fireworks lighting up the summer night, you saw everyone you knew. It was a good life. You can still feel it in the air, even way out here. Still feel it in the air, even way out here, in the middle of nowhere.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Goes by like a Polaroid flash. Snapshot memories, I wanna make some last.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Packed all my troubles away. Lying here, well, think I'll stay. Everything sticks to the plan for another day. In Summerland.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Who'd have guessed that Aquanet could start a fire with a single cigarette? She wasn't drunk, she wasn't stoned, just sick and tired of wondering if he was coming home. She drove around, she found his car, they heard the boom from in the bar. He called the cops, she called his bluff. They hauled her off in high heels and handcuffs. Crazy women, ex-wives and old girlfriends, keep their crazy hidden till they're pushed off the deep end. God forgive them, no, they weren't born like this. No, crazy women are made by crazy men. He told his friends she was depressed, borderline bipolar, a bitch with PMS. He cheats and lies, then plays the victim. He don't know why they always seem to pick him. Crazy women, ex-wives and old girlfriends, keep their crazy hidden till they're pushed off the deep end. God forgive them, no, they weren't born like this. No, crazy women are made by crazy men. Some take a pistol, some take an axe. And boy, if you build a fire, you better bet she's got a match. Might be the teacher just down the street, the hairdresser or the housewife, or that waitress that's so sweet and you won't see it when you meet her. So be careful how you treat her. She might look just like me. Crazy women, ex-wives and old girlfriends, we keep our crazy hidden till we're No, we weren't born like this. No, crazy women are made by crazy men. Yeah, crazy women are made by crazy men.
Song number 2.
I used to want to be a cowboy, a shadow in the sunset. That's why I started smoking cigarettes. I used to want to be a cowboy. I used to want to be Elvis, drive a pink Cadillac car. That's why I learned to play the guitar. I used to want to be Elvis. There's a lot of things I used to want to do till I met you. Now I want to be honest. Now I want to be better. Now I want to be the me I should have been when we were together. I want to be at least almost close to worth your love. I want to be who you thought I was. Used to want to join the circus and hang around with the freak show. Wish I'd learned to walk a tightrope. I used to want to join the circus. Used to want to stay 18. I used to want an Airstream with a lawn chair tumbleweed view. Now I just want you. And I want to be honest. Now I want to be better. I want to be the me I should have been when we were together. I want to be at least almost close to worth your love. I want to be who you thought I would. There's a lot of things I used to want to be till you stopped loving me. Now I want to be steady. I want to be forever. Now I want to be the me I could have been when we were together. I want to be at least almost close to worth your love. I want to be who you thought I was. Yeah, I want to be who you thought I was.
You can catch Brandy Clark on the Who You Thought I Was tour this summer, and she'll be coming to a town near you. Trust me, she is fantastic. You want to go see her in concert if you get a chance. And also before that, a good song called Crazy Women. We got a few of those in our live chat room tonight. We got a bunch of them, actually, and they are crazy for the country music that we're playing, and that is why we call it New Country's Best. You can follow our Twitter account over there at New Country's Best as well. You can follow Brandy Clark at The Brandy Clark on Twitter. Her latest single is called Remember Me Beautiful from Brandy Clark on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I thought that a woman would live forever. I guess I grew up, but I swear she never grew old. Sometimes I put on a favorite sweater when I'm all alone and the world feels cold. She'd say you should have known me when I was 20, when life was a long road ahead with no end. I was a fast car riding, sunny day. When I want to call her up and I can't stop crying. If heaven had a phone, I'm sure she'd say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. I told her she could go if she was ready, and I promised her that we'd all be okay. She needed me, so I was strong and steady. I leaned in close and I hope she heard me say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. Remember my love.
New country sounds like this.
Talk to me, Texas. I'm proud of where I've been.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm round my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, well, we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Well, the first time I saw you, I just couldn't close my mouth. Well, you look so fine that my mind just went down south. Well, sitting with the girls just talking about the boys. Hey, look at me, sugar, and forget that noise. Country girl, I'm your man. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay dripping all over my feet. Oh, your blue jean shorts really caught my eye. You're grinning like the devil when you walk by. Country girl, I'm your man. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Hey. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Just for a while, yeah. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Hey, you rock my world. Country girl, you rock my world. Oh yeah, you do.
Song number 2.
Barefoot beauty going down the beach, looking back while she's running away. Sexy little thing with a bet you can't catch me look on her face. Sundress floating in the warm wind, long hair blowing in the breeze. I wonder if that lucky man knows he's chasing the girl of my dreams. Must be love, I just heard her holler, get you some of this. They're running in and out of the water, stopping for another kiss. Anybody can see she's got him right where I wanna be. I don't know if he knows what he's got, but it sure looks good to me. Oh, I want me a woman like that, to settle down and never look back. Be my better half, body, soul, and mind. Oh, yes, I know and I believe there's a right someone for me. And I want, yes, I want me a woman like that. Sunsets hanging like a famous painting, blue blanket and a bottle of wine. Brown skin shining like a fresh hot butter, she's looking even better tonight. They've been all over each other like they're the last two people on earth. I've been sitting here wondering how I'm gonna find me one like her. Oh, I want me a woman like that, to settle down and never look back. Be my better half, body, soul, and mind. Oh, yes, I know and I believe there's a right someone for me. And I want, yes, I want like that.
You can check out the video to A Woman Like That from Jonathan Lynn on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. And before that, a great tune called Country Girl. We'll go ahead and welcome you to the third hour of today's country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We have played for the last 2 hours the best, without a doubt, in new indie country music. We have talked to one of the best artists in the business by the name of Cindy Hall. For the second time I have interviewed her. It was a fantastic interview. If you missed all of that, don't worry. It is recorded, so you can catch it again on all streaming platforms, especially that one called Get Me Radio. Get Me Radio, just search KICR, Indie Country Radio, iHeartRadio, in the podcast section, Spotify, all streaming services, ladies and gentlemen. One more from Jonathan Lynn to kick off hour number 3. This is called Made You For Me, featuring Bryn Black on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday. Let's do it.
He made the earth in just one day, made a man and a woman from clay, made the stars that shine so bright, just like you, to light up my life. You bring joy and peace to my soul. You're the one that makes me whole. Of all the things that God has made, He made you for me. He made the sun and the moon and the sky. He put that little sparkle in your eye. From the highest mountain to the deepest sea, yes, He made you for me.
Lying here with you tonight, that's when this thought comes to mind. How the one that made the world would fill the heart of this simple girl. All my hopes and all my dreams have become a reality. Of all the things that God has made, He made you for me.
He made the sun and the moon and the sky. He put that little sparkle in your eye. From the highest mountain to the deepest sea, yes, He made you for me. Thank the Lord above for sending you from me to love. He made the sun and the moon and the sky. He put that little sparkle in your eye. From the highest mountain to the deepest sea, yes, He made you for me. Made you for me. Made you just for me. Made you for me. Made you just for me. Made you for me.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I've tried and I can't outrun the rain. I've got to weather it. Can't hide, can't duck under under every punch, I've got to roll with it. I could bitch and moan, or get up and go on, taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Fast forward it, wishing I could hit pause and take in a little more of it. It's all said and done, I can't do either one, so I'm taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Gonna let the day roll into another one. I'm taking it as it comes. I'm taking it as it comes. Learning as I go. Taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Taking it as it comes, learning as I go. Can't hold on to something that's out of my control. Gonna let the day roll into another one. I'm taking it as taking it as it
comes. Song number 2.
Ain't here lately. It's been non-stop, raining on my parade. We had a good run, now it's over, and you might think I couldn't sink any lower. But maybe heartbreak ain't a bad thing, 'cause it got me in here tonight. I don't call it a comeback, it's just me right back in the naturally online. About to go from an all-time low to a record high. Now I see blue skies, and those eyes smile right back at me, and it's high.
yeah, broke that record. That is the latest single from Randall King. It is called Record High. Before that, Taking It As It Comes. You can check out the videos to both of those songs on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, it is Triple Play Thursday, and while you're at the TV channel, you might as well check out video number 3 from Randall King. It is called Hey Moon. You can check out the single right now on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday. Great artists get triple plays, ladies and gentlemen.
It's me again, that guy that's always checking back in. How's she doing? I'm hoping better than I've been. Hey Moon, there's someone you say that stands between her love and me, and I miss her. Damn, I miss her. Hey Moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey Moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky. Oh, but I gotta try. Hey Moon, is she looking up from her room and thinking of us? Has she been tucked in, wondering where I've been, dreaming about seeing me again? Hey Moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey Moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky, but I gotta try. Hey Moon,
Today's Country. Today's Country.
What it's like, man, you don't know. On the side of the radio.
We got the hits. All the hits. Today's Country.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Said we had the perfect life. You were the perfect man. And I was your perfect wife. But everything that I held dear got lost sit you down at the end of the day. Turn off the voices, turn off that song in your head, put the bottle down, and come on home to me instead. Baby, don't you miss me? Can't the devil set you free? And can't you see that I still love the man behind the whiskey, behind the whiskey, behind the hurt, behind the shame, behind the guilt, and who's to blame? Still love the man behind the whiskey. No more useless fights, staying up till dawn. No more lonely nights, and baby, please come home. Behind the whiskey, can't the devil set you free? Can't you see that I still love the man behind the whiskey, behind the whiskey, behind the hurt, behind the shame, behind the guilt, and who's to blame? Behind the hurt, behind the shame, behind the guilt, and who's to blame? Still love the man behind the whiskey, behind the whiskey.
Song number 2.
Sometimes we're just going through the motions, waiting for the perfect moment, and we let that moment pass. Sometimes we both had a hard day and passed each other in the hallway. Don't bother looking back. You deserve so much more than that. I'm gonna love you like you're leaving, and say the things you never thought I'd say before you walk away. Forever's not a promise.
That is the latest single from Dusty Lee. Dusty Lee and the Claim Jumpers is the name of her band. That is called Love Me Like You're Leaving. And before that, a great song called Behind the Whiskey. I can sure get behind her music. She's formerly from the state of Idaho, moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and she is showing them how it's done. Her smash hit, 99 Halos, to complete her triple play on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Triple Play Thursday.
We said goodbye 3 years ago today. There ain't been one single night without you for me.
Tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
footsteps, or hear the first word, or watch the doctor bring them in. And there's a lot of time I missed out on, I'll never get back again. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. 'Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take rocket science to figure out they're my life. One day they'll have their first kiss and their first dance and their I turned 16 card. And I'll be right there when they walk in, heard from their first broken heart. And I'm longing for those moments, along with all the ones I missed. I never knew this was how life would turn out, but I'm sure glad it did. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. 'Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take a rocket science to figure out that they're my life. One day they'll look back through all these years, and I pray that they'll find that even though they didn't come from me, they know that they're mine. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. 'Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take rocket science to figure out that they're my life.
Song number 2.
Sometimes life can kick you around, knock you down, and make you think there's nowhere around to run to, and no one to help you. Sometimes every turn is wrong, the radio's playing them sad old songs. You never know what might happen next, whether it's for worse or for the best. But girl, there is one thing that I can count on. It's a laid back Saturday night with you wrapped up in my arms, when you're dancing in my t-shirt, bare feet sliding across the floor as you waltz into my heart. Yeah, some things you can't rely on, like the weather and tomorrow, but there's two things in this life I still believe. You God made angels, and He sent one to me. Sometimes it's hard to clear my mind, find the time, take a breath, start to unwind and realize I ain't got but one life. 'Cause even when the skies are gray and I've got too much on my plate, I will be okay because I know there's still one safe place that I can go. And when it feels like the worst is yet to come, I just look at you and you keep me strong. Girl, there is one thing that I can count on. It's that laid back Saturday night with you wrapped up in my arms when you're dancing in my t-shirt, bare feet sliding across the floor as you walk into my heart. Yeah, some things you can't rely on, like the weather and tomorrow, but there's two things in this life I still believe. God made angels, and He sent one to me. Yeah, He sent one to me. God made angels, and He sent one down to me. He sent one down to me.
His name is Brandon Davis. That is called God Made Angels. And before that, Step by Step. Two great songs, one great artist. Let's do the third one to complete his triple play. The latest single from Brandon Davis, What Cowboys Are For, on KICR Indie Country Radio. Triple Play Thursday.
Need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon door swinging drunks. We ain't all rough cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. Dancing and stress, and you need saving. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. I'd walk 1,000 miles across the desert, climb 100 mountains just so I love you big as that Sedona, Arizona sky, and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running. We're right into the store. Your strength and you feel weak. Come, let's sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Gonna be the strong ones, still standing when the hell comes.
And this.
Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
You fly those curtains wide open and hope that he ain't there when I leave. You say a prayer when it's over and tell yourself you don't need me. And I always end up the bad guy. I don't know why I keep on coming round. You can say whatever you want, girl. The silence always seems to hold us down. So how high do we got to get to find that cloud we've been missing? And how long is it gonna take to get your heart to listen to the truth? I've told myself to move forward too many times I can't keep count. But every time I think I'm over you, I end up back inside this house. So how high do we got to get to find that cloud we've been missing? And how long is it gonna take to get your heart to listen to the truth? To the truth. We've seen it all, ain't no surprise. We keep on hiding behind all these lies. We wear the storms and said goodbye. So what's the point in one more time? One more time. So how high do we got to get to find that cloud we've been missing? And how long is it gonna take to get our hearts to listen to the truth? To the truth.
Song number 2.
been a while since I've been out, 'cause word flies around in this town. And I know how it looks on the surface. Got 'em all convinced you're the one hurting. They don't know that you left me high and dry. And I don't know how you live with all the lies you're just putting on a show. Girl, they don't know. They don't know you got a kiss that'll kick you like a shotgun. Stole my love and you took off on the run. Can't tell them that you held me hostage. You should be on this town's most wanted. I don't know where you're going, but wherever you are, I bet you got my broken heart in the trunk of your car. They think you're an angel, but I know what they don't. They don't know you like this boy does. Oh, baby, you're armed and dangerous. I got half a mind to set them all straight. Tell them what's real and tell them I ain't that guy you painted in your picture. Send the end, girl, you pulled the trigger. Got a kiss that'll kick you like a shotgun. Stole my love and you took off on the run. Can't tell them that you held me hostage. You should be on this town's most wanted. I don't know where you're going, but wherever you are, I bet you got my broken heart in the trunk of your car. They think you're an angel, but I know what they don't. They don't know you like this boy does. Oh, baby, you're armed and dangerous. It's been a while since I've been out, 'cause word flies around in this town. And they don't know you got a kiss that'll kick you like a shotgun. Stole my love and you took off on the run. Can't tell them that you held me hostage. You should be on this town's most wanted. I don't know where you're going, but wherever you are, bet you got my broken heart in the trunk of your car. They think you're an angel, but I know what they don't. They don't know you like this boy does. Oh, baby, you're armed and dangerous. Oh, baby, you're armed and dangerous.
His name is Cody Hibbert. He is from Airedale, Oklahoma. That is called Armed and Dangerous. And before that, another great song called The Truth. You want the truth? I'm Armed and Dangerous with the best in new country music. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 3 times as much country music tonight from every artist on the show. That is how we do Triple Play Thursday. Let's do one more from Cody Hibbert. This is called Just for the Record on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a Triple Play Thursday.
Just for the record, the reason you ain't heard from me is I've been trying to find the right words, and it ain't been easy. Just for the record, I know it's long overdue, but I gotta get this off my chest the only way I know how to. Yeah, girl, this one's for you. Some songs are meant for the radio, some songs are meant for a party crowd, some songs you put on a back row mixtape, some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. Just for the record, I wouldn't take back one kiss, I wouldn't change one thing about you, wouldn't undo one thing we did. I know all that don't matter now, you got your life all figured out, and I'm just out here on the road with a bottle of Jack and a guitar, singing to no one. Some songs are meant for the radio, some songs are meant for a of my regrets. Some songs are meant for a midnight drive. Some songs are meant for a country crowd. Some songs you put on a back road mixtape. Some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. Yeah, yeah, just for the record.
Once again, his name is Cody Hibbard from Adair, Oklahoma. That's called Just for the Record, completing his triple play as well. Well, that's going to do it tonight for Triple Play Thursday. Just for the record, let me say I have had a great time tonight. I want to thank Cindy Hall from Nashville, Tennessee for being with me. Check her out at cindyhallmusic.com. That is her website, and she is fantastic. Second interview won't be the last. We'll do that again. Join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, live from Branson, Missouri. At 7:30 p.m. Central Time, I'll be interviewing Mr. Scott Southworth. You're going to love his music, but most of all, you're going to love what we're going to talk about, because we are planning on going to the Duck River Country Music Festival September 17th and 18th in Lewisburg, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. We know a lot of you in the chat room are planning on being there too, so you'll want to get some more details on that tomorrow night. We'll be talking about that and a whole lot more, so join us for that tomorrow night. I'm looking at least 10 new songs that I will be playing tomorrow night, never before heard on this radio station, so we'll call it New Music Friday as well. You'll enjoy that. You always love the new music, and that's why you tune in, and we sure appreciate it. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, you guys have a great night, and I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high